What is up, Rocket Nation, and welcome back for episode number 154 of Elden Ring. In episode number 153, let's just say we started out with a plan, and that plan quickly dissolved into us going and taking down a walking mausoleum because it may have been doing a certain attack that was murdering our frame rate. Upon bringing it down, we then turned into Remembrance, got a couple of new weapons, got invaded, killed the invader. It was Anastasia. We've only killed her like 4 or 5 times now. We might have fought a rune bear. And in the end, we got ourselves a couple of new weapons. So today we're going to be picking up right where we left off. Let's jump in. As always, if you guys enjoy this episode, don't be afraid to give it an old thumbs up. Share it on your favorite social media platform so that others might enjoy it as well. And if you want to be notified when the next episode goes live, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, click the little bell notification icon deal thing, and YouTube will take care of the rest. Now today, I know we had spoken about going through and systematically devouring everything that there is to devour within this area, the consecrated snowfields, but I'm feeling like I want a change. We've been using these weapons for some time now, and I think it's time. We have gotten 2 new weapons, and after much debate and much testing, that is right, I have done a lot of testing with it. I think I know exactly what I want to go with. So I'm going to kind of surprise you guys with this one. We're going to go ahead and head back to the round table hold. And one thing I got to do is we are going to use up these runes that we have right now. It doesn't matter where we put these runes, to be honest, which we got 2 level ups for, because we're gonna end up changing things anyways. So I probably should have kept those in case I needed them for upgrading, but let's just do the strip down. We're taking everything off. You're welcome, ladies. Everything's gone. Everything's out of here. You know what? We should have kept that. The Wondrous Physic probably useful. The Mimic we'll keep around. We might even do a switch up with these as well too. But number one thing we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna upgrade a weapon. Yeah, I'm here. Let me guess. I took you for dead.
Well, I took you for dead.
I knew it. Lay out your arms then. All right, so strength and armament. Here is the armament that I decided to go with. So it really came down to 2 different weapons. The first one was this right here, Mogwin's Sacred Spear. A very cool weapon it looks like, and we've actually seen the Ash of War for this in use. And I gotta say, it's pretty nasty. It did a lot of damage to us in the actual boss fight. But in the end, I decided against this. The other weapon that we did unlock is a great sword, and I would have rather it been a colossal sword, but it is the Blasphemous blade, and I think this is going to be the weapon that we end up using. So let me actually back out of here. We will come in here, and I will show you guys what the Blasphemous blade is all about. So this requires 22 strength, 15 dexterity, and 21 faith. It reads, Sacred Sword of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy. Remains of the countless heroes he has devoured writhe upon the surface of the blade. Now they share the same blood, bound together as family. Some HP is restored upon defeating enemy. I really like the idea of that. That was part of the reason why this got sold on me. Then it has unique skill, Taker's Flame. Raise the sacred sword aloft and set it ablaze with blasphemous flames. Then bring it down to fire off a forward blast. The flames steal HP from those they touch. So after testing this out, obviously I made a backup save, tested out everything that I wanted to test between the 2 weapons, upgraded them, and one special thing about this is not only do you get HP back on enemies hit with the Taker's Flame unique skill, but also when you kill something. So you can get a double return of health in a lot of situations. Very, very cool blade. That's what we're going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and equip it right now. The Blasphemous blade. Let's go in here. We're going to upgrade it. Now, we aren't gonna half-ass it. We're going all the way. All right. There's +2, +3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we are going to use one of our somber ancient dragon smithing stones. We only have 2 of them. Now it becomes 1. We're upgrading this all the way. Yeah, and look at the blade too, by the way. Let me get close to the wall here so that it actually, those are the arms of the foes devoured by Rykard. Just help us. So that's really awesome. I think this thing's going to be extremely cool and a lot of fun to be able to use. Another thing is I figured I want to be able to well, you know, how do we buff this weapon? Does fire damage. Okay, so it does 296 plus 118 physical, and then 191 plus 76 fire. It does have B scaling in faith, by the way. So you guys can probably already see where we're going to be switching up our stats by the way as well. So I gave a look at this and I thought to myself, how can we boost fire damage? Let's look at some talismans. Number one, first and foremost, is going to be this right here. Raises a fire attack but lowers damage negation. So this is the Fire Scorpion charm. Boom, that's a given. Now we're going to be using on this sword the Ash of War quite a bit. So I thought, you know what? Let's take something from our other build and we're going to add that in. That is the filigree, the Carrion Filigree Crest. Lowers the FP consumed by skills. I thought that would be absolutely amazing. I think that'll work nicely with this. So boom. Another way that we can possibly increase the damage is I seen this and I thought to myself, you know what? If we're going to be hitting stuff and getting health back all the time, plus most of the time, as soon as we get out of combat, I drink a potion anyways. So a lot of times we are at full health. So why not use the Ritual Sword Talisman, which raises our attack power when the HP is at maximum, was my thought. So I think we are going to use this as well. That is the Ritual Sword Talisman. We'll put that right there. And I haven't decided on the final talisman, but one that I'm kind of leaning towards is actually one that we looked at for the first time ever just last episode. When we came and got these weapons was the first time I had seen this. And if we come in here, we can actually see it right here. Ancestral Spirit Horn, it says restores FP upon defeating enemies, which kind of fits in with what we're doing. And I think this is going to be a talisman. It doesn't actually tell you that it's a talisman, but it looks as if it's going to be a talisman. Item cut from the horns of a regal ancestor spirit. Restore FP upon defeating enemies. A number of new growths bud from the antler-like horns of the fallen king, each glowing with light. Thus does new life grow from death, and from death one obtains power. I think we're gonna do this. We're doing it. There it is. It's already been done. Now, not go forth. That's not what I was thinking. Plus, look we got this awesome red glow around us. So let's make sure that this is a talisman. I never actually seen if, yep, right there it is. Oh, yep, it is a talisman. Boom. So there we go. And with that being the case, we are going to have to kind of make a decision now. Now, in the offhand, we could obviously use a, one of our, what do you call these? The seals. We can obviously use a seal. So we're going to have a seal as one of these. And I was thinking maybe doing a shield as part of the second, the other hand as well. So I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to do a shield or not. But, so that's up in the air as of yet, but definitely we're going to use a seal. And why not use the, we're going to have an increase in our faith here at some point. And see, this one has C scaling in faith and is a minimum requirement of 40. So I'm thinking we're probably going to use the Erd Tree seal. We can't use it effectively right now, but we are going to be able to here at some point. So there was lots of choices here. None of them really, like Dragon Cult incantations seems cool, but I don't know. Godslayer incantations, I don't know what they are is the problem. So I figured why not just go with the Erd Tree seal. I think that's what it's going to be. But I may end up putting a shield in here in the near future as well to go along with this. But outside of that, we are not going to be able to increase our stamina or our equip load, I'm sorry, artificially through the use of things like the what is it? The Great Jar. Yeah, the Great Jar's Arsenal or anything like that. So we're kind of going to probably, let me make sure, but I think we're probably going to end up having to decide on a new outfit because this one is no longer going to get the job done. You see, we are in a heavy load now. And at 85.4 as an equip load, let me do the math here. 85.4 times 0.7 equals, we would need 59.78 weight in order to bring that weight down. So, yeah, we could either bring the weight down or bring our endurance up. So I'm thinking we might end up bringing our endurance up, which is going to cut into a little bit of our stats. So we might not get the damage out of this that we are actually hoping for. But you guys know what a big fan I am of this armor set right here. It's just so cool. Love this armor set. Another armor set that I was thinking about was possibly the Briar set. But this Briar set does significantly reduce our defenses. And I mean significantly, but you guys can see it has like red all over it, and it kind of fits with the look of the sword itself. Looks pretty cool. I'm trying to get, you know what? Let's get closer to the wall here. Then we can use the wall to give you, see how there's thorns and stuff all over it. It kind of matches the sword. Plus it got a crooked face on it. So that allows us to not change our weight actually at all right now. We are already underweight. We could actually lower our weight, our equip load if we wanted. So yeah, that's another possibility as well. I haven't really decided on that yet, so I don't exactly know what I'm going to do there. I'm leaning towards using a shield too, so I feel like probably increasing our endurance is probably going to be the better route in the long run, and it's just going to be a cost of more points, which just means more leveling anyway. So what I feel like we should do now probably is head over to Renala's and let's get our respec on. Now, the requirements for this sword are, I believe, 22 strength, 15 dexterity, and 24 faith, I do believe. Yeah, 21 faith. So 22 strength, 15 dexterity, 21 faith. That's going to be the bare minimum that we're going for.
Is it time?
It is my wish to be rebirthed.
No.
Thank you. She's literally becoming my best friend at this point. So strength, obviously 22, dexterity 15, faith 21. There's our minimums in order to be able to use our weapon, and you can see it instantly jumps up to 652 damage, which is not that far off of Starscourge Radahn's weapon, FYI. So we aren't going to need anything in intelligence. We're not going to need anything in arcane. I was thinking we're probably going to want at least 50 in vigor, more than likely. So bring this up to 50. Mind, I think, is going to become a little more desperate for need as far as using our what do you call it, the Ash of War. I believe it's like 23 FP per use, and right now we don't have that much. 95 at 15 mind. That only gives us about 4 or 5 uses. That ain't gonna get her done. So we're definitely gonna need more mind. So I was thinking like 40 mind. That was my thought, was 40 mind. Faith, I want to be able to use the other incantation that we had spotted. What is it called? Golden Vow. The only thing I'm unsure of is Golden Vow, does it stack with Flame Grant Me Strength? It sounds as if they might, because one just raises strength, your attack power. One raises attack power and defense, and it seems like there's no way for them to separate one doing 2 things and one doing 1. So more than likely they stack. So that would mean we would need a faith of at least 25 for that. Then on top of that, endurance. You know, we already talked about it. We got to have endurance. I'm thinking 40 endurance more than likely, which leaves us with essentially, what's that? 17 points left to spend. So I was thinking this weapon that we have scales, I believe, in B in faith and a C in strength. So why limit ourselves? I think definitely, and as I did some testing too, you can see we're at 659 for the right armament. We get 3 points for the first point, and then 2 for the second, 3 for the third, 2 for the fourth. So it gives you 3 points, of extra damage, then 2, 3, then 2, 3, then 2. And this continues on for quite a while. It just so happens when you do strength, this also follows the same suit. Gives you 3, then gives you 2, 3, then 2, 3, then 2. So until we reach a point where this becomes a before one takes over and goes higher than another, I think we can kind of split the points evenly between faith and strength, almost exactly evenly. So that is my plan right now. So that gives us what we have 12 more, so we can bring this up to 32, this up to 32, 30, yeah, there, 32. So we get to 703 damage. Now, if we take this back down to the 22, it was 703. We only get 701 if we put it all in faith. See what I mean? So, yeah. So I said it required a lot of testing to get to where I am now and decide. But I feel like this is probably going to be the route that we take. So we're losing some vigor, but we are going to be regaining a little bit more survivability, I think, because we're always going to be getting health back. Our equip load is even higher, and we can do more swings, so we can add a shield to this maybe in the long run. I might end up respecking and bringing this down if we decide on an armor set. Obviously we lost a lot of strength, but doesn't matter. We only lost about 17 damage overall, I do believe. So that is a giant, that's a plus. That's a huge plus. And then now we can actually start using some other faith things too on top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and finalize this. This is the new build.
Thou art now a sweeting, full, fine, and fair. My thanks.
You're welcome. Anytime. I'm out. All right. So that is, oh, rip our little buddy. Aw, Bach, we miss you. You looked so attractive when you came out as a Rebirth too. All right. So that is that. So let's go put this to use now. Finally, that we have this all set up. I thought about just doing this off screen, off camera, so you guys wouldn't have to sit through this, but I kind of wanted you guys to be able to see the process I was using to come up with what I was doing too. So that was kind of why I chose to go that way. We did not hit 40 faith, by the way. I forgot about that. I wanted to hit 40 faith for this, but I don't think I think we just got some health. So instead, I guess let's go with, what was the one we were using before? The claw mark seal? Yeah, we'll just go with this one. This has descaling in faith and strength, which kind of fits. Oh, you know what we should do is come here as well. Oh, many things that we still have yet to do. All right, flasks. Let's talk about flasks. We can't increase the amount anymore, right? And we can't add any more. Yeah, we're at maximum now, it says. We get no more drinks. So I was thinking this. We have 14 total flasks. I don't think we need health flasks anymore. Maybe at all. I want to keep some as a just in case kind of deal. Like maybe 5 of them or even 4 of them. But I think I'm going to stick, I think we're going to split these evenly for right now. Just until I get used to this style of play. But I'm thinking splitting these evenly because I think we need blue flasks more than we need the red flasks. So I'm going to confirm this. And you guys will sort of see why here in a second. Also, another thing is we want to memorize some spells. I'm thinking we go, let's remove these. Where is that one? Is this it? No, that's protection of the Erd Tree. Is this it? Golden Vow. Increases attack and defense for self and allies. That is a requirement of 25 faith. We now have that. And from there, we will add in the Flame Grant Me Strength. Raises physical and fire affinity attack power, which is cool because then our sword double dips on that because it does physical and it does fire damage. So it's kind of double dipping on that buff. Super awesome. And then the other one for now that I think we're going to do is Flame Cleanse Me. Just have that on just in case. And I may end up moving more into some other incantations and trying out some new stuff as well as our stuff grows over time, as our faith grows over time. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, as you can probably tell by my voice. Also, we need to mix a new flask of Wondrous Physic. My thought process was, oh my goodness, there's this one, the Flame Shrouded Cracked Tear. Temporarily boost fire attack and mix physic. Yes, please. That's more damage. And then I figured, why not go with Stone Barb Cracked Tear? Makes attacks more likely to break an enemy's stance in a mixed physic. Abso-frickin-lutely. Then we can do our crit hits and get in as much damage as possible. This seems like it's going to be super awesome, y'all. Another thing that I do want to do is I want to kind of swap these. So the first one, if you hold down on the directional pad, which is down on the directional pad, you guys will see, like if I just look in the lower left-hand corner, as I'm pressing down, I have to sort of cycle through these. But if you hold down, it goes to the very first one, which happens to be the first one would be our Flask of Cerulean Tears. So we'd be able to get back to it quickly to do a refill. And then this would be to heal. And then boom, we can end up going back quickly. So that's the plan. Now, let's get a move on. I'll sort of show you guys how this works. I want to take a little bit of damage here. So let's get in here and see if, hey, buttholes. Yeah, look at, oh, we did a little damage. So we've taken some damage. See, we took actually quite a bit of damage there. Now, if we do this, we just got all of our health back. You guys see? We missed an item, or is this? No, that guy just dropped it. So this looks like it's going to be an awesome build. We're going to give this guy the old chop, and defeating him gave us back a little bit of our FP because of the Ancestral Spirit Horn. So you guys can kind of see where this is leading. This could end up being really, really, really good in the long run. All right, so from here, I was thinking we're sort of going to have to use the map to be able to see around through here. So for right now, let's continue this way and follow the lights. Last time we never did follow the lights through here. So let's actually follow the lights. And it has the jumping attack that I like too, which is awesome. And we also got some health back for that. And some FP. So anytime, oh, no way. Okay. What up, y'all? Oh my goodness, that's ridiculous. Got him. Got our health back. There's a dog. I'm not afraid of the shepherds. Take that, you little filthy. Oh my goodness. Oh, that feels good. What is the power attack for that? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is even better than in my testing, I never really put it all together. It's even better than in my testing, y'all. This is really good. Let's do this. He burned. Oh, down he goes. Let's get up here near the head. Give him one of these. Stick that in your brain hole. Oh yeah? Check this out. We now got a ranged attack too, which is cool. Oh, we put him down again. Oh, this poor creature's just getting abused. Right there in your brain pocket, bro. 7,800 runes we got from that. So you guys see, even though we've taken some hits, we have not used up any of our health. So hence the reason I don't think we need red drinks almost at all anymore, is what I'm thinking. Let's do a charged attack on this guy. I was gonna say, maybe chewed charge attacks might bring him down. Let's put this in his brain pocket. And again, down he goes. Oh, this sword feels good. And he's out of there. Get him out of here. Another 7,800. Let's see what is in this. You know what? It would be only fitting that we get a weapon that I just want to use really, really bad right when we just switched up the build. Saint Trina's Torch. Okay, it's a torch. Saint Trina's Torch. Causes sleep buildup. What? A candlestick torch that burns with a light purple flame. The carvings depict Saint Trina, but in adult form, somewhat unnervingly. The light purple flame induces sleep. Unique skill, Fire of Slumber. Blow into the candlestick flame, creating a stream of hazy purple fire to cover the ground ahead. The intoxicating flames inflict sleep ailment upon foes. Ooh. That seems pretty cool. Okay. I like it a lot. Anything else out here? I think we found this over here last episode, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, we found this last episode. I'm not sure exactly how much we have discovered here and how much we haven't, because it's just so hard to see where you've been. I think it's also becoming, yeah, it's daytime now too, which is another bummer because I want it to always be night, no matter what, when we're playing. So look at this guy. So let's see how much FP can we get back here. So one hit, we kill him, we get back a little bit of HP or FP there. Where is, okay, we also need to look around. I'm thinking it's got to be around here, right, for the catacomb. So let's stick to the wall because that statue seems to be pointing in this general direction. Hey, you. So actually, when we are just out here slaying out, we're getting back a considerable amount of our FP too. He thought I helped him. Poor guy. Ooh, I like that. I like that attack. The running R2 attack. I like that one. There's another one here. So it isn't like we're gonna fill up our FP off of killing stuff. I will say that. It's not like we're gonna fill up our FP doing this, but it is, I guess, a little bit here and there to help out. Yeah, there's the, okay, so that's pointing up. And it does one hit a lot of enemies too, which is another bonus. All right, so it's pointing this way. We're just going to continue in this direction. And hopefully that beam's going to lead us directly to the catacomb. Well, is that... Okay, that's not a death drop. It's got to be up. I was thinking it would have been right around in here, but it don't really look like it, does it? Maybe back this way? It's so hard to see here. Oh, there's an item. Nice. A lump of flesh. Worth every step to get here for that lump of flesh. Oh, I think this might be it. I think this might be it. This is feeling like it's it. Yep, right here. Look at right there we go. Wow, that was extremely hard to find. A new catacomb. Nice. And open. Consecrated Snowfield Catacombs. Wow, real original name. They really had to work for that one, didn't they? All right. I think we're good to sit down, and I think that is where we're going to end this episode. Now, I know a good portion of this episode was dedicated to me basically explaining the way that this build, the way I came up with this build and everything, but I had thought about doing it off and then doing it off camera and then just telling you guys about it, but I wanted you guys to really see the process that my mind was going through as I started making the build, so that maybe if this if you do see this, maybe it gives you guys an idea on how to start a build. Now, obviously, I started with the Blasphemous blade and sort of worked from there on how I can increase the damages of it. I feel like this has a lot of room to grow, and I mean a lot, because essentially, if we can push this to its limits, at a certain point, we're going to start being able to add major incantations into this and really start to up our damage and the versatility of the build as a whole, too. I will say the look came out pretty good, too. I wish the sword underneath was gray and not gold, because I keep seeing that, and that throws me off a little bit. But the thorns on the armor very much match the arms, the writhing arms. Look at this. The arms of the enemies that have been slain by this sword. I love it. I love it. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another episode of Elden Ring. As always, if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. Share it on your favorite social media platforms so that others might enjoy it as well. And if you want to be notified when the next episode goes live and we conquer the consecrated snowfield catacombs, all you got to do is be subscribed to the channel, click the little bell notification icon deal, and YouTube will take care of the rest. Thank you guys so much. And as always, remember, life is short, pause, save, and I will see you in the next episode.